Welcome back to the Suburban Pit Project. Today's video, we are going to revisit an older video that I did, redoing it now that I have a little bit better understanding of some video editing processes and utilizing multiple camera sources, namely the GoPro here, along with OBS for recording actually desktoping and game footage. We're going to revisit the Streamdeck XL that I have set up as the UFC in the Hornet currently. You can set it up for a multitude of different aircraft, but I specifically have it set up for the Hornet in DCS. So without further ado, let's go ahead and run downstairs to the basement, fire up DCS, reposition things, and hope my dogs don't make too much noise in the background. All right, see you downstairs. All right, here we are, kind of looking at the cockpit and my Streamdeck setup that I have configured as a UFC. As you can tell, we've got the keypad, clear and enter. These buttons down here double as the option select buttons, the 5 round vertical ones on the right side of the UFC. As you can see here, we've got ATTH, attitude hold, heading select, barometric altitude, radar altitude. And you can see the two vertical lines here match up with, on the cockpit UFC, the barometric altitude. And then we've got our autopilot, IFF, TAC-N, ILS, data link, and then the on-off. As far as I know, the beacon or BCN isn't utilized in DCS, so I'm not too concerned with it. COM 1 and COM 2, these will cycle the channels for our radios. This is the primary, secondary radio, so left and right. And as you hit it, you can see the channel goes up, and then these 3 UFC buttons here correlate with the scratch pad, which is on top of the UFC. So we can, scroll through, hitting COM 2 over here. We're scrolling through the, second radio, its channels. We can hit data link, on off, data link again, 127, on or off as needed. TAC-N, channel 5, enter. Transmit and receive air-to-air mode, X-ray or Yankee, ILS, say channel 5, enter, on, boom, now that's on. Our IFF, we're set to mode 4. And then our autopilot, I currently have the game in active pause, so it's not really doing anything. But that's the basic gist of how I have the Streamdeck configured to act as my UFC. And as you can see, it correlates to it in real time. In the cockpit, I have this button set up as DCS apparently, so that it will launch DCS with the configured settings and everything like that, and we're good to go. If I hit my comms button, I have it set with F1 through 12, so I still have functionality to change my view, take screenshots. PW, I have it set for a series of keystrokes, kind of like a macro button that will input the server password, my side number for my aircraft, so I don't have to lug around a keyboard whenever I move. I have a screenshot button, SRS, so this can change between the 3 different modes that SRS displays its information. Tab to open and close the chat window, and escape. And then one of my favorite ones is the eat seat, which is my eject button currently. Mute toggle, that is for Discord, so it toggles my Discord input on the microphone so that I'm not double talking while utilizing DCS. And these buttons here I'm messing around with an OBS so that I can record an exported left to right DDI, the AMPCD, record button. The pilot records my pilot view. I believe I've got the helmet icon here set up for the HUD view. Systems will change the scene for the left and right DDI and the AMPCD exports so that I can pull stuff off of that if I ever wanted to make a, you know, montage of AT FLIR or lightning pod footage. So that's pretty much how I've got mine set up. I have been asked to do a how-to video on how to set up the Streamdeck to interface with DCS via the DCS BIOS, I believe it's called. I'll have to double check, don't quote me on it just yet. Plugin for the Elgato Streamdeck software. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll get off my backside and actually put that how-to video together. Yeah, I can't think of anything else really to explain. This changes between the pages so that I can go back. I can hit comms or I can go back. You know, when it's right there in front of you, it's much easier to just reach out and punch some information on some actual physical keys, vice grabbing the mouse and having to maneuver it around. At least that's how I find it, and that's kind of what is driving me to do the Suburban Pit project. Yep, so if you got any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them down below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications when I upload new videos, and thanks for your support and thanks for watching.